All right, welcome back to another episode of All Star a Husky Sports Podcast. Man, we are back with another standard episode. I said a special episode for like the last three because they were special. But this one is just me, again, as your continuous podcast host, Ethan Gonzalez, the sports editor, and I'm joined by two of our very lovely sports staffers, sports reporter Kaylin Schaefer and assistant sports editor Lucas Didier. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy you guys are here, especially Kaylin. I know I've had you on a podcast episode already, Lucas, but Kaylin is new, so clap it up for her very lightly. Woo! Kaylin, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, she is our beat reporter for men's and women's tennis, the only one I trust with that. I was just telling these two that we had to blow some coverage just because I can't write a good tennis one. And I don't know about you, Lucas, but
Yeah, I mean, I've done it before. I wouldn't say I'm all that good at it.
Yeah.
So I was about to start writing, and you called me, and you're like, I don't know, like, do you want to try to do this? And I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm totally fine to not do this if you're good with it. So, yeah.
100%. So our sincerest apologies to both tennises. You guys are doing great, by the way.
You are.
If you're watching this, we just Kaylin was somewhere else, not in DeKalb this past weekend. So if you want to go into that really quick.
Yeah. I was in Portland visiting family, my
Mhm.
cutie little cousins. It was great. Missed the tennises, though. They
Yeah.
were both at home, too. It was
Mhm.
unfortunate. But I got the rest of them.
She missed it for a good reason. So
Yeah, I promise.
and the rest of them will be covered. So
Yes.
thank you guys for the waits. I appreciate it. So getting straight into it, as we do for all standard episodes, NIU sports, and then we'll talk about some more national stuff after. All right. So first of all, some big news from myself, and not really myself, but NIU men's basketball, arguably one of the bigger stories on campus right now. 5 guys are transferring. I just wrote a story about it. And 3 of them are starters, 2 of them are bench guys, but one of them is a 6-man. So, bad news for us right now, Lucas.
Very bad news. I think it was, more than half of our scoring for the last season
Right.
was gone. I mean, we still have David Coit, so that's cool.
Mhm.
Like, he's our best guy, but I honestly am not sure why he's still here.
Yeah.
When everybody else is leaving. But, yeah, I mean, Amos is a big guy to lose, especially because he's young, too.
Yes.
So you're hoping he could be here for a couple years. Will Lovings-Watts, too, is a
Mhm.
freshman. So some young guys, too. So, yeah, basketball season's looking rough already. And
Yeah.
this last one just ended.
Kaylin, you kept up with all 5 of the guys who were transferring? Do you know who?
Yeah,
Sucks.
They're getting some big attention, though,
They are.
from some bigger
They are.
programs.
Yes. So, to talk about that real quick, we are losing. Well, we don't know if we're losing yet, but the guys that have entered the transfer portal are Zarik Nutter, second leading scorer in NIU, Xavier Amos, third leading scorer in NIU, Yannick Conan Niederhauser, our big guy, 6'11", from Switzerland, Zion Russell, our guard that didn't do much, and Will Lovings-Watts is our promising freshman. So Amos and Nutter are getting the most attention. Amos is getting the most. He's got 6 offers from Power 5 schools. 5 offers from Power 5 schools. And that includes Illinois, Texas, Kansas, Virginia, and California, Berkeley. Like, what do you guys think about that?
It's awesome for them.
Yeah.
I mean, sad for us.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it would be great to see if they transferred out. Like, at least they're going to go to a big program. They're not going to end up at, like, Toledo.
Or here. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'd rather them go to some big school where they're going to be able to have more success
True.
than end up somewhere else in the MAC where we're going to have to play them.
Right.
Yeah, I think it would have been a little disappointing if they go to, basically a parallel move where it's they just want something different.
Yeah.
Not, sights on something better. So I hope they do really well wherever that they do go, just because then it's still something to root for. That
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
we got to watch this guy here, and now he's going on, to shine somewhere bigger. I guess the one thing is, when you have multiple guys that are now getting offers from those schools, it's why couldn't we win more games?
Yes.
When it's we have
Yes.
a few guys, because I think if Coit transferred, he'd get some pretty solid attention.
Oh, yeah.
He was scoring tons of points
Yeah.
throughout the year. So it's if we have 3 guys who are potentially good enough to play for Power 5 schools, how are we not even getting into the playoffs?
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I have 2 things to say about that. I like what you said about moving parallel, because 3 of our guys did that last year. Like Crump, Darwishi Hunter, and Thornton all moved to different MAC schools, which was kind of stupid. And you could tell on the NIU players' demeanor and faces when you ask them about that, they didn't like that, right? At least go to a bigger school. These guys have the opportunity to now. Now, the only thing is, yes, we would get to see them on a bigger stage, but is it guaranteed that they'll play? That's like the other thing, too. I mean, Amos will. I think he's great.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not right away when he transfers, but these guys, I just hope that they find the roles that they're looking for at these big schools because they're not promised.
Mhm.
They're not
For sure.
guaranteed. You know what I mean? So, yeah, any other thoughts about men's basketball? Okay.
I mean, rest in peace, 2024-2025 season.
Yeah,
It's-
seriously.
I don't know how they're gonna recover from that one.
The point that you brought up, like, it really begs the question, like, is what's going on with the coaching at
I
NIU?
know.
And we can talk about this because it's like that thing that everyone wants to avoid because Bruno is supposed to be like this really great coach. I cover the men's basketball game or the men's basketball team this season, and it just didn't seem like he was 100% into this team or something was wrong. I mean, I don't know if it's commitment or what, but the players didn't like him. It seemed like so. I don't know. Remains to be seen, I guess. Am I right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's men's basketball. Crazy. Hopefully we find more information about it soon. Next, we will be moving on to Lucas. Your beats.
Yeah. So we'll start off with women's basketball. Just ended not too long ago, but nearly beat Kent State, which I don't think anybody was expecting. So lost 60-63. I think I don't think they trailed by more than 6 points in that game too. I think we had the biggest lead with like 7-0 right at
Really?
the beginning of the game, and then stayed with them the whole way. Could have potentially had a shot at a buzzer beater, but there's only like 1 second left after they missed 2 free throws,
Yeah.
and I think they weren't really ready for it. But so a little bit of a disappointment into the season. But good news is, I mean, I haven't heard anything about any transfers, so it's just.
Jaden Marable is.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was something I saw recently on Twitter or X, whatever. But she's a senior. Technically, will be a graduate. But like, yeah,
Yeah, I did not see. I'm not on Twitter at all, so I
Gotcha.
didn't see that.
Yep.
So that's unfortunate. You're on my beat more than I am. But okay, so that's a big miss. But at the same time, like, if everyone else stays, like Brooke Stonebreaker, I believe will be coming back for another year. I was talking to coach, and she seemed to assume that she was coming back. Sydney McCray is a big time player. Shelby Coker, if she's healthy, theoretically she could be coming back. So.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely potential for improvement. Even like Blumenfeld was a freshman who played really well in the
Yes.
second half of the season. So there is some hope for women's basketball, especially because they had a shot to at least get out of the first round and make some noise with a lot of guys or girls, I guess I should say, but a lot of girls who didn't necessarily have a lot of experience,
Right.
which now they're going to have a little bit more. So I feel pretty good about them.
Did you know anything about Lexi Carlson? You know who that is?
Is that Lisa Carlson's daughter?
Yeah, she's coming here next year, and she is a dog. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now.
She?
So yeah, I think that they're gonna be good, even if they lose a guard in Maribel. Like Maribel's great, but I watched Carlson play just one game, and I think she had a triple double. Like actually,
Dang.
this girl can score and can pass it too, and she's like good size for her. So for a point guard,
I love that she chose to play for her mom.
I know, isn't
I
that
don't know
awesome?
if I could do it.
Yeah,
Like if I was in that position, I don't think I could do it.
they must be like really close though.
I love my mom.
That's great.
Mom, I love you. But I could not.
What
Coached
sport did you
like
play
that.
growing up?
I was a dancer.
You were a
I-
dancer,
Could not be taught.
really?
Yeah.
Why? But you just said you love your mom.
We're the same person.
Oh,
So-
so you all clash.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
So, I mean, I hope it goes well. two of
Yeah,
them,
I hope so
but-
too.
I do love that she's playing for her mom. I think that's fun. It's
Yeah.
a fun story.
Yeah, you guys will be able to see it all next year too.
Yeah.
So like,
Yep.
go to games, like check it out. I think that will definitely be something that will be name dropped at least a few times in every story we read about him next year. Like
Right.
the mother daughter duo of whatever. Like
Well, I mean, it's a feature waiting to happen.
there you
It's like
go.
the easiest feature you can ever write.
Exactly, dude. I
So,
think you should put yourself on that for next year. So
I might have to.
and softball, what's going on with them?
Yeah, so softball, we just had our home opener yesterday. Was at that. Very cold.
Yeah,
A lot of wind.
very cold and not a fun game to watch either. Huh?
Really wasn't. 17-5.
Yeesh.
Mercy ruled. 5-inning game. Couple bright spots. Caitlin Schumacher was incredible. She was 3 for 3. I believe 2 doubles and a triple.
Damn.
And scored all 3 times.
Oh,
So she was great. Danielle Stewart had 4 RBIs. Didn't have a hit, but she had 4 RBIs.
How?
Out of 5. It was One was an error, one was a fielder's choice, and one was a sac fly. So putting the ball in play and getting some work done. But, yeah, I mean, other than the two of them, it was a pretty rough day. Pitching was really rough. 3 different pitchers all gave up, I think, at least 4 runs. So they were just, I mean, DePaul was just on everything we were giving him. So
Yeah.
7 runs in the second inning, that kind of crashed everything. So
Yeah.
that's not great. Six game losing streak now. So softball's been kind of down, but all the games before yesterday were pretty close. I mean, they were 1 to 2 run games. So they've been pretty competitive in MAC play. They won their first MAC game, and they've lost all of them since. But I mean, they're right in all the games. So it's not like there isn't some hope there. It's just, I mean, they're just not quite getting it done. It's
Right.
like they can't quite get the wins, but I mean, they're competing. They're not getting blown out every game.
And yeah, I mean that's a good point. Like this team is, I think they're better than the record says.
Yeah, for sure.
Like because they were pretty decent last year too. And then you mentioned Danielle Stewart. I think that's NIU's Shohei Ohtani. 'Cause
Oh,
she's
yeah,
a
for sure.
Two-way pitcher and hitter.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, she's probably our best pitcher. She's had a few really good games this year. On the mound, I think had like 8 or 9 strikeouts at least once.
Yeah. Is it a mound?
I guess it's pitcher's circle.
But is it raised?
It's not.
It's not
It's
raised.
flat.
Oh,
yeah,
is it? Okay.
That's been a weird adjustment for me because I always want to call it a mound.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
have to fix it.
Of course.
But yeah, she's done really well pitching, and then one of our best hitters for sure.
Okay.
Schumacher's up there. Erickson does pretty well, but yeah, I mean, Danielle Stewart is really good on both sides, and she's only a sophomore, so
Right.
if she sticks around here, she could have a really good career here at NIU.
Shout out Ohtani.
Maybe she'll stay away from the sketchy stuff, but
The
we can
betting.
only hope.
Yeah, so if she's a sophomore, then she got to be in the 21. So, but you know what? People can find ways to do illegal things all the time. So let's not do it, Miss Ohtani, please. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I look forward to them continuing their season. I think they're gonna win some games. You know.
Yeah, for sure. They'll get some wins here and there, and they just haven't quite got them yet. I mean, it's definitely one of those things I could see them getting in a rhythm and winning a bunch of games and catching up in a row because they're so close on so many of them, especially in the MAC games so far. So, yeah, they do have Kent State, I know, is really good. So they have a tough series coming up, again, at home this weekend.
Yeah.
But if they can win a couple of those games and get some momentum, I mean,
That'll be huge.
it's an uphill climb. But, yeah, they can definitely win games. I think it's just a matter of time.
Absolutely. And we're gonna move over into Kaylin's beats. Kaylin, Miss Tennis Woman, how we doing?
Good. Both teams.
Yes.
Doing pretty well. Just swept MAC doubles of the week, which was exciting.
Yes. Which team swept them?
It was Erica Dmitriev and Natalie Nanova.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously for women's, and then Michael Volbeck, who's been great. Just side note. And then Sai, who's his doubles partner. They've been really good.
Yes.
Both of them have been really good.
I'll say real quick, shout out Erica and shout out Cheng and Sai. I've met both of them and they're so nice, very nice people. I hope we should get them on the podcast to talk to them.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Yes, we'll do that.
But no, yeah, they're great.
Yeah, and what like men is what they're like 15-3.
15-3, 4-1 in MAC. They're
It's crazy.
Like
when I first started
what?
covering them,
Yeah.
they were on a 10-match win streak.
yeah,
So they're currently, I want to say it's only like 3 or 4 right now.
right.
But yeah, no,
Yeah,
they're
I'm
good.
pretty sure it's 3 or 4. Yeah, I mean I
They're
think
good.
like since I think even before the whole Patrick Fisher thing, they got their new coach and he's like they're killing it, dude.
Yeah, he seems great.
And-
when I've talked to him, he's super nice, seems super involved.
Really?
Their like team motto is dominance is daily.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah, so that's kind of their thing.
Okay.
They seem like a really just a great team. The energy is really good. Their celebrations are good.
They give you interviews?
Yeah,
They're all
they give
good
me
about that?
interviews.
Great.
But yeah, no, their celebrations are super fun to watch when someone clinches.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the women's, I want to say they're 11 and something.
12 and 7.
12 and 7.
You want to talk about their last win real quick?
Oh,
We can also help
I was
because
gonna say I was not there,
yes.
but shout out Jenna.
Jenna
that
Horn,
was-
co-Husky of the week.
I was-
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Why did she get it?
Why did she get it?
Yes.
She was that clincher, and they needed that.
That's right.
That was a 4-3 win for them, so they really needed that point. They haven't played too many where it's been that close.
Mhm.
Typically they're either blown out or they blow someone out.
Yeah,
So,
oh, no doubt.
they needed that. And she's had a bit, she's been kind of up and down this season. So to show up in a moment like that was really big for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
And not only did she clinch the match for NIU as a team, like she was down in her own sets. Like I think the first one she lost the first set. Second set she was down 4-0, came back to win that one 6-4, and then the last one she was down 5-2 and won that one in the tie-breaking set 7-5, which is crazy. I can't believe I just said all that and I knew what I was talking about, but
Nailed it.
wow. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that
that's
was good.
it's insane. Like what a win for her.
It's an awesome win, and especially those long ones. That's a solid almost like 2 hours.
Oh, for
to
sure.
Go for that long.
In one match for one singles match, that's 2 hours.
Yeah, that's a solid like to go 3 sets, long sets like that.
Yeah.
At least like an hour and a half.
Wow.
They're long.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So I know I watch them do it, and I'm like, dang.
Dude, like the amount of stamina and endurance you need for tennis is like I don't think people understand how
No.
much it is.
Yeah, because
No,
it's
they're
such
all over the place.
yeah, because the court's small, people don't think of it. Because like soccer, it's a massive field,
Yeah.
so everyone like kind of gets it. But yeah, they just go so long. It's so much
Right.
sprinting back and forth.
Mhm.
That yeah, when you hear the numbers of like how many miles they run in a game, it's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and they
for
don't
sure.
get like a halftime or really a break. They get like a hot second between sets when they're switching. But they don't get.
And some go like from doubles into a singles match,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my
They
god.
go right. They get maybe less than 5 minutes, I would say.
Oh my god.
That's
They just
insane.
they go.
Oh my god. No, dude, no,
Yeah,
that sounds
it's crazy.
insane.
no.
Like if anyone ever doubts the ability of tennis players, don't. Like
No,
these
they're
these
great.
people are like some top tier athletes for sure, no matter where you go, I think.
Shout out Jenna's dog Jinx.
Oh yeah, he was
So
there? Really? What kind of dog was it?
Oh, I don't know. He's teeny,
Oh,
little brown fluffy thing.
like
Adorable.
like a Yorkie?
No, smaller.
Smaller than a Yorkie?
Yeah, he's like a. It's in his Instagram handle.
Really?
But
little
no.
pups.
Yeah, he's adorable. He's
Can you hold him in one hand?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
He's always there. He's like they're holding him on the court, watching the other ones. It's,
Really?
Yeah. He's great.
That's awesome. What a great name too.
I know, it's so cute. I love it. I think it's so cute.
So that's all we got really for NIU sports. We did also just post our co-husky of the week. So Kira O'Shea also got it. I want to touch on her really quick. She did set the program record for vault, or not set it. She tied it.
Yeah.
But this was at the MAC championships. So shout out Kira, awesome job. I don't know if you saw when we posted the graphic right away, but we spelled your name wrong. Sorry, we fixed it. We fixed it. Don't worry. Shout out Skylar Casellas. He spotted that for me as well. So go O'Shea.
Good luck at regionals.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah, she's going to regionals with
And
Alyssa
Alyssa.
Alashari.
Yep.
Yes. So good luck to you guys, okay? Hopefully we can get you on a pod sometime afterwards. All right. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is NCAA March Madness, huh? So we're in the Sweet 16 now. Who are we rooting for?
Illinois.
Me too.
They're
Yes.
Yeah, they looked good.
They look very good.
They looked good.
But-
Better than their first game.
Yeah. They're
For that first half,
Mhm.
I was like, please remember who you're playing. You're playing Moorhead. Let's play
Yes.
like it.
Moorhead, they were actually, like you said, like they were actually keeping up though. Like,
Yeah.
for real.
Second half, they picked it up. That
yeah.
was better.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, I think this team, like on paper, is the best team in the tournament. But
Yeah.
you're running into a tough Iowa State team.
Yes.
And this is what the number one offense versus number one defense.
Yeah.
Illinois' number one defense. Right?
Yeah. It'll be a good one.
It'll be a tough game for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, they can. If you look at the pieces they have, I think they can do it. They
No
just have
doubt.
to play like it.
Yeah. Like Damask and Shannon Jr., that's a nasty combo.
Yeah.
But then when Coleman's on and Dane's a big boy down there, yeesh. Sorry, I'm like going crazy on Illinois right now, but what do you think?
I haven't watched like any games,
Really?
so I don't. I've been following, who's moving on, everything, but yeah, I don't necessarily have a lot of input as far as like I don't know any players, quite honestly. I do. I mean, I always root for Illinois at least a little bit, just because they're the one of the closest teams we have that's really good and has a chance.
True. And that's not Northwestern.
For sure. But yeah, so I always root for them a little bit. My fiance's dad, I know, is a North Carolina fan, so I like to see them still in it. I know he's rooting for them. So, and then there's Purdue, or as Olivia calls them, Perdon't. Which I really like. but they're actually doing it this year, so I can't decide if I want to see them actually do well.
No.
I think I want them to lose because it's just more fun when they lose.
Yeah.
So that's about all I got on it.
I
right
think
now.
you and all of America wants them to lose.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Yeah. So I mean, like the heavy hitter matchups was like we said, Illinois, Iowa State. Purdue is playing North Carolina, right? No, that's not right. Not yet.
No, Purdue is Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. I hate both those teams, so you can't go wrong there. And then who's UNC playing?
UNC Alabama.
Bama. Okay. So yeah, this is where all like the crazy matchups start happening, like the really good games. So I'm gonna have to tune in to some of them. I still have Illinois winning it all. That's what I want.
We're the only two.
Yeah. So, but who did you have winning it all?
I had most of my brackets. I had Kansas, and
Oof.
they're out, and I had one bracket that I picked somebody else, and I picked Kentucky. So I'm pretty much dead now. I think half my bracket is still okay because I think I had UNC and UConn. In the Final Four on the other side. So I'm still going strong on the other side a little bit. But yeah, I'm not winning anything anymore. So
Nah, me neither.
I'm just trying not to be one of the last place teams at this point.
Yeah, who's Tennessee playing?
Tennessee's Creighton.
Creighton. That's gonna be a really good one too.
That was their Oregon game was close.
Yeah, it was. Ooh, they
Oregon
almost
just fell
lost.
apart in that second overtime. But that was,
You watched that whole game?
yeah.
Nice.
I was in Oregon. I had to.
Oh, it's right. It's
yeah.
right. Of course. Wait. Oh my. That's actually really cool though. That's
It
tough.
was.
What was I gonna say? Yeah. No. I mean, and in another bracket, I have UNC winning, which could very well still happen. But
Sure.
I could also see UConn repeating. But anyway, back to Oregon. How was that experience? Were you around people like cheering?
Yeah.
Where were you?
Yeah, it was funny. At one point, we watched the Illinois game too.
Okay.
We went through. We heard some family talking in the other room. They were like, "Why are all those people eating dinner in the living room?"
Oh.
And my aunt was like, "They're from Illinois. They're watching the game."
Oh.
We're not quiet about it. But yeah, no, it was hard. I have Creighton in the Final Four,
Okay.
so I was pulling for Creighton.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody else was pulling for Oregon, just being there. But yeah, no,
That makes
it was close.
Yeah.
And they got tired. I mean, I don't blame them, but
Yeah, for sure.
Oregon just got tired. They didn't score. I think
I saw
in that second overtime.
A couple plays. They gave up some rebounds.
Yeah, they just got messy.
Yeah. Okay.
Got tired, got messy. Especially that second overtime was just where they lost it. But other than
Sheesh.
that, it was close.
Yeah, I mean, competing with Creighton's good. Creighton's
Yeah.
good as a team.
So that was a fun one to watch.
Right.
Especially because the team I wanted won. So.
Yeah. Shout out Creighton though for knocking out Akron. God's work. But I would have been happy for a MAC school to go on, but it's not us. You know what I mean? But shout out Caleb Thornton. He was cool. Talked to him a lot when he was still here.
Yeah.
Nice guy. All right. So, any other thoughts about March Madness?
I mean, just let Purdue do what they do.
Let
And,
Purdue do what they don't.
When Purdue loses, we all win. So
Facts.
Facts.
Facts. Yes, the number one seed. Whenever they go down, it's always the best feeling. All right. Besides UNC. So moving on, MLB opening week is coming up. Kalen and I are Sox fans. We don't have much to look forward to. But Lucas, even though he hasn't been paying too much attention to the Cubs, you have more of something to watch for. So
yeah, for sure.
go ahead with the Cubs first.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, I've been kind of a bad fan because I've been busy, so
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
all
know
right.
a lot of what's going on. But I know Bellinger's back, which is exciting because he was awesome last year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when they signed him, it was one of those where he wasn't playing very well, but you knew the potential was there, and they got him kind of cheap. And I was like, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And it feels like usually when you get the see what happens kind of guy, they usually don't pan out. But to see him have a really be our best hitter was really cool. So I'm glad to see him back. I know we have a lot of good prospects coming up. Justin Steele is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he's opening day starter. So I'm excited. I feel like they have a lot of potential. It's just a matter of if some of these young guys really pan out and do what we're hoping that they do. And then just some of the veteran guys to do what has been expected of them, what we've seen in the past. So I'm pretty excited. I feel like the Central is pretty open.
For the Cubs to take.
Yeah, for sure. And so I feel like they should be winning it. Especially I like Craig Counsell being there. I think he's a really good manager. seen that firsthand with Milwaukee. I just think he's really smart. He knows what he's doing. Players play well for him. So I'm excited. I think they'll do well. Like I said, I don't know everything that's going on with the team, but I know that they should be good. And yeah, I think they will be. I think they will win that division. I don't really see anybody else jumping ahead. I know some people have been talking about Cincinnati, but
they're like a sleeper. Like I feel like they
Yeah.
could. I don't know about take it, but compete for it.
yeah.
Sure.
So I've been hearing a lot of buzz out of them, but I don't know. I feel like it is the Cubs division to take, and I think they will, but we'll see. I mean, it's such a long season. Anything can happen. If a few players get injured, it affects the entire season. So
Yeah.
you never know.
You know what I would say is dope to see, but also I hate to see it because I'm a Sox fan, is that every player who like is kind of in a down year and then like, decides to come to Chicago, they just like they play their hearts out and they somehow play way better than they did before.
Yeah, I know.
Cody Bellinger, like case in point, like dude, this guy was like pretty trash in his last year with the Dodgers.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
I'm
I'm also a Dodgers fan.
You're a Dodgers fan too?
Yeah, my mom's family's from LA, so
Oh, nice.
they're my NL team. But
Wow.
yeah, he was bad.
Yeah.
He was really good. And he was really bad.
That's what, like, and like you come on and you put on like the Cubby blue, the pinstripe blue. It's like, bro, you're like a different player, and that's what I love. You know, I mean, you know, regardless, it's still Chicago. It's just cool to see that people come out here and like they really love playing for the Cubs. Not the same for the Sox.
No, must be nice to have hope.
Yeah.
We
So as
don't.
you can see, wearing this, we don't have anything new on like playoff wins. So this is 1993 AL champions or something. Yeah,
AL West.
We were in the West at the time too, so we weren't even in the Central, which is wild. But we don't have a lot to look forward to. Like we were saying earlier, before the podcast started, was our lineup is basically gutted. We have like I'd say 2, maybe 3 guys to look forward to on offense. Maybe if that, it's Luis.
It's Luis.
Luis Robert Jr. He's our best player by far. But
Hopefully Benintendi plays a little better.
yeah, Benny was crazy down here. It was
Yeah, that was.
like he was pretty solid up to until then, and then it was pretty bad when he came
Yep.
to us. No pitchers. I mean,
No pitchers.
our starting pitcher is Mr. Garrett Crochet. I like him, but
I love him. I remember when I was watching when he got hurt.
yeah.
And
Oh
then it just,
yeah.
like, disappeared off the face of the earth.
For like
now
2
here he
years.
is.
Yeah.
Opening day starter.
Yeah.
It's a choice, but I really don't know who else they would have pitched. So
Yeah. I mean, I like that they put Kopech back in the
book.
bullpen
Mhm.
though, because they needed to do that.
yeah,
He was just way too erratic.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys taking steps back. And the big trade that we had this offseason was for Bummer. We traded Bummer. We got a ton of guys from the Braves. I'm excited about Soroka. That's the only one I know. We got Nicky Lopez in there too. He's our starting second baseman now. But this is a ton of nobodies, man. And a lot of guys that were good like 6 years ago. Paul DeYoung. We had Kevin Pillar in the lineup for a little bit. We cut him. Like, I just don't know. We're going to be trash.
yeah. I'm curious to see what happens with Colson Montgomery.
Oh, true.
Anything. Rumor has it he's starting the season at AAA.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if he comes up at all.
Mm-hmm.
His spring training wasn't great, but he's been good in the minors.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's-
That's a great point to bring up because he did play with the spring training team, but like
did.
you said, he didn't do too well.
No.
And Paul DeYoung has kind of inserted himself as the starter for this year, but I can see him coming up
Yeah.
soon. I mean, he's our best prospect.
Yes.
I had something else to say
But
about
on that
him.
crazy 44 game hit streak.
Yes.
Was it last season or 2 seasons?
I think it was last season.
Last season?
Yeah.
But
In
so-
Double A.
Yeah.
In Double. Okay.
So
It's good to know, like you said, though, he going to Triple A now.
he's
though.
up in AAA.
Yeah.
So-
Charlotte Knights, better competition there, so he'll hopefully be ready next time we call him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, though, we do start the season tomorrow, and today we're recording this on Wednesday, the 27th. Thank you. So, we'll see what happens. I don't think this will be up before then. So we're playing the Tigers tomorrow. I'm going to the game. Let's see what happens. Go Sox, man. But when do the Cubs play?
That's a good question that I should probably know, but I don't.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna find that out live.
I didn't know
Okay.
they were playing
Right
the
now.
Tigers.
Yeah.
I just remember that we lost Jason Benetti. That was
Oh,
a
my
big,
God.
big off-season loss.
Oh, that was terrible. And we're going to see him tomorrow.
I
like,
know. You said Lions, and it brought back the sadness.
Yeah.
So that's a sad
Did
one.
I say Lions?
You did.
I did say Lions?
You did say Lions.
Tigers. Sorry. Big Cats.
The
Detroit.
Cubs are 6:35 against the Rangers tomorrow.
You playing the Rangers tomorrow?
We are
At
playing the
home?
Rangers tomorrow. No, it's in
Texas?
Texas.
Oh. Well, I hope you guys get smacked.
I mean, it's defending champs, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, there's a pretty good shot about that. But
It's true.
if we can win a series against the defending champs right off the gate, though, I mean,
That'd be
it's
pretty
good,
nasty.
good potential. And if you only win like one game, then it's
It's still
it's the defending
It's always a
champs.
good
so
day
Yeah.
when the Cubs lose.
You're supposed to lose, whatever.
Last year, I watched opening day here, and we played the then defending champs, the Astros, and we won. Remember that? First game last year?
Jose Abreu and an Astros.
Yeah, it was. But Dylan Cease was cooking that game. I remember that. That was awesome, but we didn't do
Adios,
anything
Dylan.
else. Yeah, we love you, Dylan, regardless. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. We usually end the episodes with something we call numbers. Do you know what that is? Have you watched Pardon My Take before on Barstool?
No,
Barstool Sports. Do you know who they are, though?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, I know who Barstool is. I don't.
Yeah. what was
I
that?
just don't want to watch.
No, it's good.
Barstool.
So what we do here at the end is usually we all pick a number 1 through 100, and then we hit a random number generator,
Okay.
and we want to hit the number it is. Like, you can get close to it. That's cool. It's not as cool.
Okay.
But it's cooler on Pardon My Take because they have a big lottery machine that they
Oh, so
like
it's like
with the balls and stuff, and we don't have that. So budget cuts. Anyway, we're gonna go around the room and pick a number 1 through 100. Kaylin, I'll have you start.
I'll go 73.
All right, Lucas.
14.
14. I think I'm going to go 45.
Oh, way.
Michael Jordan. Second number. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let's see this. Random number generator.
He's not ready.
I'm not. You guys feel free to talk while I'm doing this.
No, we're letting you sit in this, man.
Thanks, guys. All right. Why is it negative 100? What's going on? All right. Here we go. All right. So it's on 66 right now. We're going to show the camera. I'm going to press roll. Ready? Roll. 49.
Dang.
I had 45. You had 50. What did you have?
73.
Oh, okay. I got close, but doesn't mean anything. Wow. Sucks. What was your number?
14.
Well.
We haven't gotten this in weeks, guys. This is sad. But anyway, that'll wrap up the episode for All-Star Husky Sports Podcast. And, of course, I forgot what episode we're on. So, regardless, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. I had a lot of fun with you guys today.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Hope to see you guys again on another one.
For sure.
Yes, Erskine. We will see you guys next time. Yerp.